Hello and welcome back to week 4 of USS, the final week of the Swiss stage, some of the most important matches you are going to play, and today I am joined by Derwin. How are you doing today?
I woke up like 20 minutes ago because I fell asleep doom scrolling. But they were like, hey, Overwatch. I'm like, yeah, Overwatch.
And the
So,
casters are peak form and ready to go, and we have a great match for you this evening. It's going to be ICL versus Abercrazy, the second seed versus the third seed. A match that could define both of these teams' playoff runs, and I think it's going to be quite a good one. What do you think?
It's going to be sick. I think these are my first games watching the 5 heroes be available. We weren't able to do any this week because Blizzard decided that VODs were not allowed to be a thing. So we're gonna get some real games going. Also with a couple of them in there, so maybe we'll see something else.
Well, if last week was anything to go by, a few teams did get a little bit silly with the new heroes. So if that could happen again, we could be for very entertaining games. And yes, as you do hope, I also hope that we do not have Vendetta at all.
Just something different.
Something finally different.
Yeah. I think we're moving into our maps. I'm not sure where we are with our games at the moment. We're running a little behind, though. All good.
All good, but no. We will move into our map selection. And Abertay, with the first pick, go to Havana for the first escort map of this series. I'm interested by that because I feel Havana's been the least picked map out of the escorts I've seen this. So what do you think we expect here?
Widowmaker. I'm expecting a Widowmaker. This map's a Widow playground, a Sojourn playground. Like, these characters are just gonna blow people up from range. My guess is we're gonna see one taps across the board. So this could be kind of wild. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of this map, but it doesn't make these games any more or less entertaining.
I do know that T90E does like to play Widowmaker, but I'm not too sure about Eloy on the other side of ICL. I've not seen her play Widowmaker before, so maybe Abertay do think they have an advantage in that department, as we do have the bans here in a few seconds, maybe. I believe, if from my insider knowledge, I think ICL have banned Ewan's Signature Reinhardt, as Armada loves to play, and Abertay have responded with a Kiriko ban.
Yes! Yeah, Kiri's a character of all time. This character does everything. You can play this character anywhere, anytime, does everything. So not seeing Kiri, I'm going to see a new lineup of supports, maybe. Yes!
Maybe going for some heavy poke. You know, you can do that on Havana. Maybe a bit of a Wu Yang, maybe an Ilari.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Yachty's pretty ridiculous this season. That character, very, 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 very strong, especially when people are playing like Soj, or they're kind of relying on the fact that we have Domino, who's completely self-sufficient. That character is very, very, very self-sufficient. So Yachty is definitely going to be a pick for sure. I'm hoping, at least. A Wu Yang would also be pretty sick. Those realistically might be the best picks here. I'm not sure if you could really run anything else, especially because the Ryan's banned, so I'm not too sure about a Lucio pick. So those two being on the table seems like quite a good answer.
Could maybe go for some Lucio Bat Promoter rundown, but we will have to see what happens. Maybe even a Domino could be quite good.
Oh, definitely.
Domino is very impressive right now.
Domina is a tank of all time. That character does so much damage. It's so self-sufficient, decent peel. Really enables characters like Sojourn as well. And then obviously you have Vendetta, who can just do whatever the hell she wants. So anyway, I think we're going to get into game number 1 here. I'm looking forward to this.
Looking forward to maybe seeing some difference in some compositions with no Kiriko. But hopefully no Vendetta either, as we just wait for the countdown here. Power, known for his Diva, known for his Hazard. Maybe I would see a Diva angle here from Power, maybe a Zarya Vendetta here from Abercrazy Raccoon, known for their Zarya Vendetta the split, but we will see in just a second. Nothing! It is going to be Ramatra Baptiste Lucio for the side of ICL, and the Sigma out here from the side of Abertay.
Interesting. Yeah, this definitely tracks for these teams. Last I've seen, Power pretty comfortable on his Ramatra. Not sure what we're getting from Fire here.
The Fire knows he has to pick a hero.
We're getting there. I was gonna say, if Fire can pick a hero, that would be sick. Wu Yang, maybe Lucia. Yeah. So the Soj picks are not all interesting here. But I will say we have a Mei pick. Want to comment on that?
I've seen Unknown's Mei, and I don't want to comment on that.
You know what happens if you do.
I know what happens if he. I know what happens if.
Certainly a character. Holy, 290. T90 blows up instantly from Eloy here on first point. That's pretty. That's a pretty first pick, or pretty fast first pick.
Yeah, didn't seem ready for that. Didn't seem ready for this speed out from ICL. They just caught them off guard with their pace, but they seem to stabilize a bit here.
Seems kind of caught in the back foot early on into this game. Seems to be working on fire. I think we're locked in and we're good. I think we're just trying to get a pick from Team ICL. The ramp comes out from Carl here. Down goes Power very quickly from that Mei that we were just talking about. And we're going to clean up the rest of this fight with another pick on 2.
That fight's just one off the Mei wall. Great wall there from Unknown. Just able to chunk down Power really quickly. And yeah, they just pick the tank, and then get a second cleanup pick from T90, and that's just the fight over.
Yeah, I think we're just going to back off. No reason to take the engagement at that point. Like, there's no reason.
That's
very smart play.
Pick from Unknown onto Eloy.
Oh no, unfortunately. Kind of just dying in neutral, trying to regroup. No reason to feed.
2 minutes burned off the clock already.
For sure.
And Eloy goes down again!
And Eloy goes down again! No! Down goes Wonton again! This is so terrible for ICL. Oh, that's brutal to see.
You make this
Eloy, she can't seem to play the game at this point. Just getting first picked out of spawn. T9E seems quite pleased with himself.
Definitely, for sure. Repping the Shanghai Dragons McDonald's skin.
Window OC, they do have that for ICL. The Blizzard on point used by Unknown. T90
down goes Geode very quickly. Power also goes down as well. Ooh. Not good. Wonton also falls. Not looking good for Abercrazy right now in this game. Eloy falls as well. We got 2 ults up for ICL with the overclock in the window. That's pretty scary. That's enough to win you a fight alone. But Abercrazy does have almost all their ults available. They only ever use Blizzard. That thing charges pretty quick, honestly. So this is really sketchy for ICL.
You tap me, take a free fight, one off the Blizzard. The window used early with the OC, and Carl goes down. Power to follow, and ICL just can't get anything done.
No, this is not going well for Team ICL. Just getting picked off so early, and they can never take a new angle. It's very scary. We're not seeing any of the new heroes here. I would have thought to see maybe a Domina on this map, but maybe they know something that we don't. It's pretty scary for ICL. They can't seem to get their picks early.
Yeah,
coming out of Eloy as well with the window.
Window OC not going to find anything. Abertay would just kite out and they come back with their ultimate. They have the flux, they have that tidal blast, but the beat
Wonton
and
double
the
kill.
annihilation. just cut through it all. Now maybe they do have 3 live. Maybe they can look for the recontest here. Unknown oath to that tracer. One time goes in early. Tidal blast onto Armada. Flux out. Finds Carl. Does he have the lamp? No, he doesn't. He falls. One time looking for a trade back, but Elo goes down to unknown. Armada holding on for his life. Finance. I'm trying to keep him up so badly. They're both falling low. Geo takes down fire, but T90 trades back onto one time. Power low as well. Power falls, and it's just Geo'd. And ICL can't do anything. They're held at the first point.
That is a very unfortunate round 1 for Team ICL. Very clean from Abercrazy. That's ooh, it's not a good start. You don't like starting off like that.
Yeah, not capping the first point at the first map. That is a bit of a mental breaker for ICL. And T90, he seems to be enjoying himself right now. He's typing, he's shaking his camera around. Yeah, Abercrazy looks like they're in high spirits right now, and maybe we can't say the same about ICL.
I would definitely agree. However, it is important to know ICL from a couple games that we've seen. They are very good at coming back. They don't call it quits on game 1. So I definitely believe these 2 teams could end up in a game 3 sort of situation, regardless.
I agree. They have gone to game 3 before in NSC just a couple weeks ago, and ICL did take that 2-1. So maybe they will try and replicate that here. One Tom going to be mirroring that defensive Mei from Unknown. And they're staying over onto the Ram comp. We're just swapping up the Vendetta for the Mei.
I'm very curious about this because Ram does get kind of bullied by Sigma, especially on Havana here. It's possible that they just aren't comfortable with a Sigma pick. Maybe they know something on defense. Just I think running like the Domino or maybe even the Sigma here would be very beneficial for them. But regardless of that, I think we're going to stick to it. Going into round 2, can ICL get these picks early that they've been hoping to get?
Power, just known for his Diva, known for his Ram, known for his Hazard. Not sure if he's too comfortable on anything else. Maybe they're trying to play to the comfort. So the wall comes out early here from a Wonton, and Eloy just goes down to Unknown immediately in the fight.
No, oh, that's not good. Down goes T90 as well. Wonton also falls. It's not over yet. ICL still in this fight, very much so. Geode falling. Carl falling. Not looking good for Team ICL. Power falling. Oh no. We possibly have a second to fight here, but I don't know if it's going to be very, very good for Team ICL. It's going to be kind of a trickle fest, honestly. Oh, not especially with Power not being here.
Gonna be a very scrappy recontest. You might just need to Wonton to jump on with that Ice Block early to touch to just stall enough time for Power to get back. Power is back early, so they are going to get a full fight here.
Armada switching to, or no, can't read. Power deciding to stay with the Ram regardless. Eloy dipping really low. Geo really low. T90 falls. Eloy locked in now. Then coming up from Carl here. Fire falls. ICL, as I've just stated, they're not over with this yet. Their mental is very, 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 very good. They get the double pick, and Team Abercrazy backs off immediately.
Yeah, we just have Eloy getting the opening pick, and then they're so distracted they don't want him on the off angle as he gets the second, and the fight's just over. But a good rabbinic flux set from Armada takes on Power early, and Eloy gets straight back onto Unknown though. It's a 4v4 right now.
4v4. Carl also falls, holding that window. Not good. Geo does have beats. Can he contest? Wonton super lit. Can he touch the point? Geode comes in clutch. Wonton falls.
Ajax!
Geode falls. And Power just barely can't touch. And round 1 goes to Team Abercrazy. Crazy.
Geo, 99% to the beat, finally gets it, pops it, and dies mid-cast. Probably wouldn't have done anything anyway. I think it was just him and Power left alive, but an unfortunate Ajax to end the map. And well, if you're ICL, you just have to, I think, just reset and go next. There's not much you can do about that map.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I think the map, the Havana, definitely makes sense here as well, especially with Power being more comfortable on those brawly dive tanks. You know, switching to a map where you kind of just get blown up before you can even get that engagement. Definitely earns Abercrazy this first win. So I'm going to assume we might see it, maybe a Samoa here from Team ICL. Get on those maps where they can fight. You know, don't have to deal with these long sight lines that just blew them up. It's very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe go somewhere a lot more brawly here for ICL, a lot more what they're comfortable with. This Ram, this Diva, this playing together, just gonna go for kills, not this poke, long range type angle, and maybe that will reflect on their map pick. I would see, as you said, maybe a Samoa, maybe a Flashpoints map of some sort, a Suravasa, an Atlas, and the band, I don't know what they ban. Maybe ban the Tracer, Unknown, very comfortable on that Tracer. And we'll have to see where they go from here.
For sure. It's interesting to not see any of the new characters yet. I wonder if no one just hasn't enough practice yet, or if it's just not their map. I was surprised to not see Domina. I will admit, that character seems quite strong on that map. The cat kind of makes sense to not have it as a pick, but I'm surprised that we aren't really seeing anyone else. I do know that they're not nearly as good as everyone else, but I'm curious to see if anyone is specializing in it, honestly.
I mean, maybe Armada's just more comfortable in the Sigma. He's a lot more practiced. I'm assuming. He's not familiar with the Domino, much more comfortable in that Sigma. Maybe get the Armada, the Emre and the Amran, they're not too much in the meta right now. They both seem just a little underpowered. And Mizuki, I don't think Mizuki's that good. But I think with his buffs recently, he is slightly coming in. But I think he's quite a complex character, so people just really need to understand how to play him, as it is going to be a King's Row pick out from ICL for the next map. What do you think of King's Row?
Oh, best map in the game, brother. I love King's Row, so seeing a King's Row here will be definitely beneficial for ICL playing those chokes. Good brawly map. And ICL ban out Ramatra.
I think that's supposed to be the other way around.
Oh, it definitely is the other.
Ramatra.
Okay, I think that's definitely the way that's supposed to look there. I'm not sure. That's a very interesting ban from them. I hope it's not. Otherwise they're in their heads.
I think it should be ICL banning the Sojourn and Abercrazy banning the Ramatra.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Even just trying not to get that engagement with Sojourn. Trying to get that engagement with Sojourn's very good, and then Abercrazy just don't want them to be comfortable. That's pretty brutal to be forced onto.
I mean, yeah, if you have a limited hero pool, you can get punished for it, and well, we might see that here. We might see maybe a Zarya Vendetta mirror, if I had to guess. And
on this map, yeah.
I don't want to see a Zarya Vendetta mirror, so I hope we get a little bit silly, as Abercrazy did get last week on King's Row, actually, against the Warwick Angels. But we will see, have to see what happens. Maybe. T90E obviously not able to play a Sojourn anymore. I would assume moving over to the Cassidy, maybe to help deal with the Vendetta of Womtom a little bit better. I mean, they were dealing with it fine on the Havana, but you can never be too safe against Vendetta.
Sorry, my brain just turned off there.
All good, brother. All good.
It happens, dude. My brain is fried right now. I've had a long couple days.
Yeah, I get it. As we are going to be moving into King's Row here soon.
Hopefully.
Maybe a bit of a silly jetpack cat shenanigans. I have seen a few teams use jetpack cat to just drag the tank from the spawn up to the enemy high ground at the back and just pretty much box the enemy team in to that little space behind the point. So we will see.
Cat's also very good at harassing. So if my guess is on a map like King's Row, where snipers do have a bit of relevancy in that first point, Cat could be a decent pick. Aside from that, though, I'm not too sure what you have in terms of value.
You could go again, something sneaky, drag the high ground, maybe go for a little hotel flank. There is going to be a sub, actually, from ICL.
Ooh.
Eloy is going to be out, and Lucky Item is going to come in. Maybe moving away from the hit scan, or ICL, taking out their hit scan player, maybe going for some double flex.
Eloy looked like they were kind of struggling in that first game there, just constantly getting poked out. So maybe it's a team comp thing, maybe it's a performance thing. So this should be very interesting to see a Lucky Item pop in instead. What are we cooking? What are we cooking?
What are we cooking, indeed? It'll be interesting to see how Abercrazy will adapt to this substitution. But we will probably be getting to the map shortly. But, we can keep yapping for a little while, because that's our jobs.
I'm a yapper, bro. I'm a yapper.
So
we're having a bit of waiting out for these teams here.
Yeah, we will be going in shortly though, but to say what I'm expecting comp-wise, if I didn't say Zarya Vendetta, I would be lying. But hopefully, we might see something different. Maybe a Domina. No, Domina was playing on map 1, but again, Domina. Tight narrow streets of King's Row, she could shut most of the angle of her shield. Maybe some teams go for a little Hail Mary Domina pick. Maybe again, a silly cat pick.
Well, the wait is over. We're going into game 2 of ICL versus Abercrazy. This should be a goodie. This should be a goodie. King's Row, one of the best maps in Overwatch. A classic, honestly, as well.
A classic for your platinum ranked 5 stacks running that Rhine comp down in Overwatch 1, as it will be a Mauga look here from ICL. With the Reaper Vendetta.
As well as a ball pick from Armada.
I don't know if Armada's going to stay on that ball pick when he sees the Mauga, but we will see what happens. T90E's on the Hanzo. I didn't know T90E could play Hanzo, that's news to me. Maybe he's picked it up in the last couple of days, who knows, but we are going to see here, Carl laying in wait on that high ground. Maybe Icy looking to spring a trap. And no, Abercrazy moving back over to their tried and true Reinhardt comp.
Good old brawly deathball comp for Team Abercrazy on King's Row. Man, the absolute classic team comp, and you love to see it. Gearing up, we're going to immediately take right flank from ICL. Or Team Abercrazy, and Lucky Item falling very, very, very quickly. Not looking good for Team ICL. Down goes Geo, down goes Carl as well. Power dipping super low. Wantom also still here. We have basically 2 tanks on point, but Wantom doesn't have quite enough HP. And Power getting bullied out by the team. I think the stagger's just super, super scary. So low, but his whole team's here to back him up. This point is definitely still not taken yet. It's still possible to retake.
ICL, I'm going to look at this weekend test. Power is going to charge in here, misses most of the team, but gets a call. There's a good fall from the back, then taking a T90, and Wanton takes fire down as well. And that should be a successful recon test out from ICL.
Beautiful little retake. Yeah, the switch to right after you immediately see Mauga is not a shocker, honestly. I would be in the same boat.
Building up to a very fast Earth Shatter here from Armada, and maybe ICL don't expect this quick. He already has it. 100%. Suzu used, so this is a chance.
And Sam stunned, dipping super low. Can he survive? Wantom falling from T90. Carl also falling. This point might be looking like it's going back to Abercrazy. T90 down as well. Power also down. This is not looking good. And Geode and Lucky Item get out of there.
Yeah, that's
And
lovely
that
from
first- for them.
That's lovely from Abercrazy there. ICL used all their resources to try and get a trade out, but I don't think Armada has the shot to get. Big Shatter comes out, I think hits 3. And a death block's about here from Carl.
He gets the double kill though, so it might be worth it.
Gets the double kill. Doing a little dance on the point, enjoying himself.
On point.
Still boogieing, there we go. But Abercrazy with those fast respawns should have 5 before ICL, so ICL can't exactly engage this. They just have to try and hold their ground as much as they can. Kitsune Rush use here. Cage fight out from Power as a response. Sundering Blade from Unknown and a beat out there from Firecane as One Tom goes down early. Unknown slashing into Power. Power falling very low, goes down. Carl Wraith popped early and Lucky Item falling as well. Carl goes on. Geode is the last one alive, trying to get out as Armada pins and tries to chase him down, but a lot of ults expended, I think, from the side of Abercrazy there.
Yeah, I don't know if this was worth. I think it would have been worth if we just backed off once the first one came out, but you know, that recontest is probably more beneficial for them. And we do have High Noon available. It comes out as well. Unknown dipping down to half HP. Carl contesting, but he falls way too fast. Wantom really wants his pick on the T90, and he doesn't win his duel. Power also down. This is really bad for Team ICL, with the second point going to Abercrazy.
Yeah, they didn't have to use anything there either. Just, I think the High Noon is all they invested, and well, yeah. One Tom dives in to try and kill him and just gets picked off. Carl as well. Lucky Item falls soon after, and just a good fight in there from Abercrazy. Entab goes down early with the power shard power, and Carl just go in as soon as they are. But 2 trades out from Armada, and Unknown makes it a 3v3 on point. Geode falling so low. Unknown overhead slash slices him off the wall. Power and Lucky Item left alone. Lucky Item stunned up. Was that an Earth Shatter from Armada?
I believe so.
Solo shot at Lucky Item, who lives at TP's away, but it separates enough for Power to take him down. And Abercrazy is looking to roll this car in. Sundering Blade up here for Unknown. Not exactly sure what ICL have, but
I think we have one more little fight here, possibly from Team ICL. Sundering Strike coming out from Unknown. He gets the pick onto Carl. Not good. Power super low. Wantom super low. Power falls. Wantom falls. Geode needs to touch. Can't. Lucky Item solo. Also trying to touch. Doesn't work out. And the triple cap for Team Abercrazy. Not good for Team ICL.
it just seems Abercrazy have ICL's number today. They've gone back to the drawing board, obviously, after their loss a few weeks ago, and, well, have said, we're ready this time. And ICL don't have an answer. That is a 17-1 for the Reinhardt for Armada.
Damn, that is
16-1 and 16-2 for the Vendetta of Unknown.
the
United and Sam, 4 deaths each.
the Rhine band becoming very apparent as to why that is happening. Very good at taking space, holding his ground. On run is enabled from Team.
United baiting in match chat. Yeah, again. His speciality, 9-4 in the Armada backpack. You know, making his presence known in the lobby through the text chat and not his gameplay, but you know, he's having a good time at least.
You gotta have someone who's there talking a little crap, and someone who's a stalwart, stone-faced and stoic. Good little combo to have there. I think we're gonna have a similar or the exact same team comps here as well. Not surprising, especially for Team Abercrazy, all of them playing very super well. Team ICL might need to switch it up with the Rissa as well.
I mean, the Rissa may look out here from ICL.
May.
We are
to isolate someone.
this comp is we are going to bully Armada and hope he feels bad for it. But Power already falling down to half HP in the choke. A nice headshot there from T90E.
Armada not having Power, just playing this game, you know? He's like, oh, no, I'm staying Ram. Or I'm staying Ryan, sorry. And it's definitely going to work out for him for the looks of it. Fire dipping super low. Doesn't look like it matters. Huge damage on the Team ICL. Lucky Adam, Geo, Power, and Carl, and Wonton falling instantly. Oh my god.
They all tried to speed through the hotel, and then Armada and Unknown clap someone with the hammer and the overhead strike there from Unknown. Spin out there as well, and just cleans everyone up in that small choke. There's just way too much damage, and Abercrazy throwing a few insults out in the chat.
Dude, the May wall coming out and locking him in that room. They were not locked in there with May. You were locked in there with Armada, and he's proven them as to why. Armada dipping super low, but he does have Shatter. Shatter comes out. Power falls on the floor. Lucky Adam, Carl also falling. Power super low. Is it going to be enough? Unknown and T90 fall. Power falls, and it's still Abercrazy's point. Refusing to give it up.
Yeah, it did get close there. 3v3 in the end there for the point, but Abercrazy up with 2 supports, and I think only ICL had just geoed left at that point, so Abercrazy just able to out-sustain ICL on that little 3v3 at the end there. But ICL should be coming back with their ults here, but Ensan does have that Kitsune rush to counter. Power swings on left point, Suzu out early, Kitsune rush invested, Unknown goes in, Maywall out from Geo, high noon on the high ground from T90E.
Unknown in the corner. Geo falls. Not good. Unknown also falling. Power also down now. Lucky Adam dipping super low. Falls. Wonton falls. And Carl's out.
Matterz in the spawn doors 1v1ing Carl. But that's going to give an opportunity here for ICL to come back. T90's burning low HP. Needs to get the mini. Power comes and stomps him. Abercrazy gonna have to play for the recontest here. Close to Shatter, close to beat, but ICL close to 5 check marks. It's gonna have to.
Who else on the line for Team ICL here with the Kitsune Rush coming out? I don't know if it's going to be enough for Team Abercrazy to retake, but Armada instantly get himself on a point with the charge. Blizzard coming out, taking the point for Team ICL. Geo falls, T90 falls, Unknown falls, and Fire. And Ensign just gets caught out barely. And Fire wall skimming out of there. He's gone.
Yeah, not much Abercrazy could have done there. ICL have 5 ults to plunge. Get as many, can install the point, get as many out of them as you can. I think they'll be happy with the Kitsune Rush and the Blizzard using from ICL. But they do have that combo, lethal combo, sorry, of the Cage Fight and Death Blossom. Only a beat to counter on the other side for Abercrazy and Shatter as well, but I don't. Maybe you want to be shattering in the cage actually. That could stop that Death Blossom. We'll have to see what goes on here.
The Vendetta ult to come out to destroy instantly is also good. Huge Shatter from Armada here. Gets a pick on the Geode. Wonton also falling. Abercrazy's all dipping insanely low. Unknown can't quite get held back up enough. But it doesn't matter. Abercrazy stabilizes and retakes their point very cleanly. Power dueling out Armada. Is it going to be
Geode?
enough? Fire falling one more time. Armada super low. ICL retake the point, and Power getting as much space for his team as possible.
Power stalls out there with the cage fights. He makes an elongated fight there, and I think there's 3v3. Geo come back from spawn with the beat, hits 3 members of ICL, and that's all they need. Fire holds his for the next fight, thinking it's maybe lost after Geo uses that beat, and I would say have to recontest here with the Deadeye, Kitsu, beat on their side, and nothing on the side of ICL. So you want to maybe try and lose as little as possible here to try and keep this point, but you might have to use everything. So beat out early here from Fire, and Geo immediately blows up.
That is so bad for Team ICL. Carl's pushing for low. Wonton in the ice block. Carl goes down. Lucky Adam goes down. Power super low, and so is Wonton. And Abercrazy retake point. There's not a lot of space taken with this cart as well. That's not good to see. You don't love that.
Holding close to the spawn doors already in this archway. A horrible trope point to try and get through, and they're able to just regain the space with that team wipe, but ICL, Power charges in early, tries to get that space. Abercrazy respecting the Malga and just back up to the corner.
Back into the corner. The Sundering Strike is ready and available for Unknown. The wall coming out. Doesn't look like it matters. We got to continue to rush out for Team Abercrazy. Armada falls, but Carl's also super low. Unknown falls. We've got ults available, super online, ready to go for Abercrazy, but it looks like it doesn't enough. It looks like they're all going to die here and reset, and ICL reclaim this second point. They're still in this game. They're not had enough.
Yeah, that should be the full cap here from ICL, but I would say I'm going for Armada, an Unknown, trying to go for a Shatter from Armada, hits to both of the backliners. Fire Strike on 2, Armada's picked up 2 already. A lovely Fire Strike up there, but still a 3v3 on the point. Power trying to hound down Armada, T90 with the Deadeye in the back. Just holding, trying to find anything. Cage fight able to Power locks Armada down, and the Blizzard is going to seal the second point for ICL. They had to use a little more than they would have wanted.
No, it's Power DC'ing!
I think Power's DC.
No! Power DC'd! Oh, T90, brother. You can't do that when he's DCing.
Power says, my job here is done. I have capped the second point, and disconnects from the lobby, and T90 decides, I'm going to drop the bag.
Though you hate seeing that. The Uni Internet Classic is painful to watch. And Unknown falls very quickly to the Death Blossom, and T90's left clicks.
Don't outfight yet there, I would take. Gonna back up here, wait a little bit for Unknown. Wall used out from Wanton, try and isolate Armada, but he slips around the side. Beat out here for Fire. We'll have to see what they do with it. Power. Well, beat out here from ICL, counter beat out here from Abercrazy.
Big beat, the wall locking everyone in. This is not good. T90 super low, but he's still alive. Carl Geo fall. Wantum also falling. Deadeye's coming out from T90. Lucky Adam also falling. And Abercrazy successfully defend this point. Looks like they're trying to stagger out Power as much as they can, buy them as much time as they got. We do have Shatter available for Armada.
Yeah, Armada, he's been hitting big slams all game. Can he hit another one? Look at him, already falling low in the pre-fight.
I don't discount it, honestly. These Shatters have been huge, very consistent, even if it's just getting one pick. It's so beneficial for this team. Unknown posturing for a big fight. Doesn't look like they know he's there. Power super low as well. Not good. The cage match coming out again. Armada falls. Not able to go for the Shatter in this cage match. Unknown falls. Can they retake this point? The wall off. Is it enough? The wall off just enough from Wantom. And Team ICL are still in this game. 3-3.
But crucially, Abercrazy did stall the clock enough to get it to overtime, so ICL can only draw this map. Because they capped in overtime, and Abercrazy capped with over 1 minute of time. ICL, unfortunately, cannot win this map. So if they do draw this map, we will go to a map 3, but the score will still be 1-0 to Abercrazy. And well,
this Mauga again. Armada so comfortable, by the way, on that Rhine. Just denies so much space. Power, the same team comp. From, but T90 on the far.
I don't think he sticks with this. I surely don't think he does stick with this.
I don't know either. Not sold.
T90's far is not something you want to see.
The ultimate BM level play where you play a new hero in USS.
I mean, maybe they are a little overconfident. They fear they cannot lose this map, but they would like to probably close the series out here. And he is going to be rolling out on
He's
this
rolling
Pharah.
out on the Pharah. Switching it up, not having it on the cast, even though he's performing very well. He's going, nah, we're playing out the Pharah. Team ICL all taking a bunch of damage. Fire and Sim getting super low for Abercrazy. Who's going to fall first? And it's Wantom getting pinned out by Armada. T90 showing us why you should not mess with them on that Pharah, with getting a pick on the lucky item. Fire falling, Ensem falling. This is very bad for Team ICL. Power falls, Geode falls.
The Farah caps the point. And Abercrazy Raccoon take a dominant 2-0 against ICL. And well, that just looked preparation diff. Habertay had the good bands, they had what to do what they wanted, and well, they came with a plan, and they fulfilled that plan. A dominant 2-0.
They sure did. That was very, very, very clean from Team Abercrazy. Very surgical gameplay as well. You know, that first ban on the Rhine, good call out as well. Armada with the just fat dunks. Let's be honest. Dropping that hammer, someone's dying. Someone's dying. Hopefully more than one, right? And
He was
it
hitting
worked out well.
flat slams all game. There's a reason ICL banned the Ryan on map 1, but they couldn't keep it out the lobby long enough, and well, he brings down the hammer on ICL to deliver that 2-0, and
Especially
ICL just
with, I was gonna say on the Rhine ban as well. The smart counter ban on the Ram, you know, pretty good in the Rhine, and you can see that Team ICL really wanted to run it, and denying a really crucial Rhine counter is just really good. Very smart, honestly.
But yeah, they do say the game is won and lost in the ban phase, and Abertay had a very good ban phase today. They baited the Ryan, baiting the Ryan ban on a map where Ryan's not necessarily always the greatest pick, and then ICL leave the Ram ban open on the table for the map they want to play Ryan, and Abertay jump at that chance.
Yeah, that is a Batman. It's Batman. Batman with prep time, you know?
Batman with prep time, indeed.
It's Batman with prep time.
Well, even started getting a little disrespectful at the end there. T90 on a Farah, something he's pretty much never plays, and they're still able to get the job done. And ICL back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to cut to a very quick, short break here and get an interview with Armada.
I believe it is Armada. So we will see you in a bit. Or
Hello,
hello, Armada.
Hello?
How are you today, then?
I am doing fantastic.
So a few questions on that win, if you don't mind. How were you feeling about that Ryan ban on map 1? Havana not usually a map where Ryan's usually played. Were you happy when you saw that?
It's always happy to see a Ryan ban, considering how bad the hero is. It just shows people are scared. And also, it's quite nice. A lot of people, I mean, I won't say any names in particular, people think I'm a Reinhardt one trick, so it's nice to be able to show off that Sigma as well. Show that I can actually play other tanks.
Oh, for sure as well. Were you trying to bait the Ryan ban by just going Havana and show off that you can play the Sigma on that map? Was that the strat there, or were you guys really feeling the Havana pick?
We weren't actually planning on playing Reinhardt at all. We thought Havana because previously ICL played Ryan Bastion. Bastion, you know, is not kind of great there into the Sigma, so we just chose to do Sigma.
Right, got you.
So King's Row there, a dominant performance, pretty much. A lot more dominant than your match a few weeks ago. Tell us, what do you think was the difference between this week and your last match with ICL?
Well, last match, our hitscan player T9E was lagging horribly badly on our first map, which led to us dropping the map. So we would have beaten them 2-0, hypothetically, probably. After seeing this match, I would say probably. But honestly, not much changed. I think we just have better bans than them. We're more flexible.
You can definitely see that. You saw what was. I'm going to assume there's a little BM here. What was the idea behind the T90 Farah, especially when he was rocking up on the cast in your hit scan?
He's just a troll. I'll be honest. Like, he does what he wants to do. I know he got one kill and then their whole team rushed on us on our spawn choke and he just capped the point the whole time.
You love to see it. I think we're gonna let you go, and I think we're going to cut to a break looking for our second game here on the broadcast. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe we will be going through a short break. And thank you, Armada, for joining us for this interview. And I wish you good luck for the rest of your games this evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview.
So that will be us cutting to a short break soon here, I think. We will be back when the second round of fixtures are open. See you later.
GG's.